Here we go. Atlantic Broadband Cable, in cooperation with the South Union Township Supervisors, presents the South Union Township Sports Network. Tonight, via tape delay here from Mustang Field, the Mustangs of Laurel Highlands will host the Ringgold Rams. Hello, everyone. This is Gary Frankhauser, along with Rick Frank and Jerry Dupay, and we welcome you for tonight's football action. The South Union Township Sports Network coverage is brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring the Township Supervisors, Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott. Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and CUTV with Gary Smith. Once again, Gary Frankhauser, Rick Frank alongside Jerry Dupay on the camera. We'll be back with our starting lineups for both teams here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Every person who's been injured, when they come in, has an expectation that their case is important, and it is to us. We take these cases very seriously.
So that experience that we have is unique also because we have experience in these communities, in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg, in these court systems.
You don't have to go to Pittsburgh to be represented by attorneys who don't know their way around your community.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Under the direction Mark Santor.
Welcome back on the South Union Township Sports Network. We're at the Mustang Field and just about ready for high school football action as the Mustang Marching Band heads out onto the field. Here's your starting lineups. Rick?
Thanks, Gary. For the Ringgold Rams, they're led by Jacob Duncan, number 17. He's a 5'10", 180-pound senior. The running backs, the fullback, which we don't see many fullbacks anymore, John Polfko, 5'10", 170 pounds. He's a sophomore. The running back, the tailback, is James Minnie, 5'7", 150-pound senior. Two receivers, Braden Fine, 6'1", 155. He's a sophomore. Number 10, Michael Vasquez, a 5'8", 160-pound senior. The tight end is Logan Vickers, 5'10", 170-pound senior. Left tackle, Isaiah Jenkins, a 5'11", 230-pound senior. Jacob Frolick, number 67. He's a 5'10", 225-pound senior. The center, Jackson Walney. He's a 5'9", 255-pound senior. On the right side, the guard, Jacob Meyer, a 5'11", 230-pound sophomore. And the right tackle, Jordan Mayer, number 57, a 6'4", 230-pound senior.
A lot of underclassmen on that Rams offensive.
They start 7 sophomores or freshmen on the team on both sides of the ball.
We'll be right back with the starting lineup for the Laurel Highlands Mustangs right after this on the South Union Township Sports Network.
And remain standing for the Laurel Highlands High School alma mater. The color guard tonight is comprised of cadets from the Laurel Highlands High School Air Force Junior ROTC. To honor our veterans, the cadets are also displaying a large American flag that has proudly flown over our county.
I think Gardner is out.
And was generously donated by the United Veterans of Fayette County. Singing the national anthem this evening is Zach Spullen. And now would you join us as we honor America?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
And thank you, Zach. And now the Laurel Highlands High School alma mater.
No.
Now, as we hear the Laurel Highlands alma mater, here's your starters for the Mustangs on offense. At quarterback, number 2, Tyler Christopher. He's a senior, 6'1", 225. At running back, Riley Bosley, number 20. He's a senior, 5'9", 195. At slot back, number 25, Robbie Slater. He's a senior, 5'8", 145. Rodney Gallagher at the other slot, number 3, a freshman at 5'11", 150. Wide receiver, Keandre Cook. Number 8, he's a senior, 6 foot, 166. Tight end, Jacob Popson, he's number 5. He's a senior, 5'9", 205. Left tackle Joey Conley, number 66. He's a senior, 6'1", 270. Number 61, left guard James Price. He's a senior, 5'11", 255. At center, number 76, Gary Gardner. He's a senior, 5'11", 270. At right guard, number 50, Anthony Stepich. He's a senior, 5'10", 240. And at right tackle, number 51, Tanner Slavic. He's a junior, 6'3", 245. And at the other wideout, we'll see a combination of players, probably Miguel Brumfield, as well as a group of other Mustangs. Shanil Thomas will see a great deal of action at running back. Those are your starters for the Mustangs. We'll be right back with the coin toss and the opening kick. You're watching the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Captains are just about to head to midfield for the coin toss. Looks like for the Mustangs, number 66, and that is Joey Conley. Number 50 is Anthony Stepich. Number 61, James Price. And number 2, Tyler Christopher. Across the way for Ringgold. Number 19, that's Jacob Walsh. Number 88, that is Logan Vickers. Number 33, that is Jacob Palefko. And number 17, Jacob Duncan. A couple more coming back on, though. The lights are a factor here this evening as we watch them go on and off across the way. It's going to be a situation where we may have Friday night no lights, Rick.
Well, that's the last thing you want to do is be recognized from the grounds crew team and be responsible for those lights, because
I'll just have to pull some cars up around the side and turn their headlights on, and we'll finish the game like that.
There you go. That's a plan.
We've done that in Sandlot.
I did on the basketball court.
Absolutely.
Okay.
So Ringgold has won the toss, and they will receive. They'll be going left to right on your TV screen. The Mustangs in their home red. The Ringgold Rams in their traveling white tops and blue pants.
The Mustangs will defend.
The wind is a little bit of a factor, Gary. It's probably blowing 10 miles an hour. It's blowing from the scoreboard toward us. So there's another... There's no real advantage with wind like this.
It's going to be like strobe lights across the way. They keep coming on and off. Let's hope as they warm up, maybe they'll all come on. Kicking off for the Mustangs. Number 42 for the Mustangs has always done the kicking. That's Zachary Layton. Zachary's been very effective. He's got a good leg, and he's been effective on extra points. Can put the ball in the end zone without a problem. So we got a little bit of issue with the clock right now.
Back is number 5. That is Dante Kynes. And see if I can pick up that number.
Yep, we got lights flashing on and off, and we can't get any action going with the clock. They're trying to reset the clock.
By this point in the season, Gary, there really are no surprises. Everybody has enough film on these 2 first-year head coaches.
Absolutely. So let's see what happens. The Mustangs trying to get on the winning track here in the 2019 football season. Ringgold trying to stack wins together, 2 in a row.
The other deep receiver is James Minnie.
Late.
Wide receiver. The running back, the tailback.
Here's the run up and the kick. It's a line drive and all the way back into the end zone. That will be an automatic touchback.
That was a good one.
Line shot that traveled 2 yards deep into the end zone. An effective non-returnable kick.
He's getting a high five from Coach Colasar on that.
We called those beer cans in college, Rick. Non-returnable.
Everybody's tapping Leighton on the head. Nice job.
Ringgold first down and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
1st and 10 for Ringgold.
Going the I backfield.
Man in motion. Hand off to the deep back right up the middle. And the Mustang defense there in force for a short gain at the bottom of the pile there for the Mustangs. Number 5, Jacob Popson. On the carry, number 3 for Ringgold. That was Jacob Minnie, lost his helmet. That'll require him to take off 1 play. Gain on a play of 2, it'll bring up 2nd down and 8.
Ball on the Laurel Highlands 23.
They come out in a slot position to the left. Try the sweep on the left side this time. Mustang defense pursuing strongly. Another short gain there on the carry that time. Looked like number 5. Number 5 with the carry. That's Dante Kynes. Number 65 for the Mustangs with the tackle. That's Aaron Huey.
That play was dead once Ronnie Romsberg sealed it the outside and forced Minnie back to the inside.
3rd down and 6 from the 24-yard line. Into the shotgun. Go the Rams. Back looking, has a man open, and he drops the ball at about the 35. It would have been a first down.
He got sandwiched.
Got sandwiched by the Mustang defense, but it was a catchable pass. That was number 3, the intended receiver, James Minnie. But the Mustang defenders converged on him, and it falls incomplete. So 3 and out on their first possession for the Rams.
Good defense there by the Mustangs.
Back to kick for the Rams, number 86, Clayton Rosensteel. He's also their kicker. Deep for the Mustangs. We'll try to pick up those numbers. Low lining kick, and that's going to be out of bounds at about the 44-yard line. Let's see where they mark it. Right at the 44, and that's where the Mustangs will take over with very good field position, marked there by official Billy Beaner. So the Mustangs offense will come straight to the line of scrimmage, led there by quarterback Tyler Christopher.
He has almost 1,100 yards this year after that 349-yard performance last week.
So he's looking to the sideline, possibly changing the play.
Their they're unbalanced the other way. They run about 75% pass plays.
Christopher now's going to throw, and that's going to be picked off. Wow, the bugaboo that we saw last week, Rick.
Oh, my.
First play picked off by the Ringgold Rams, number 88. That's Logan Vickers picking off that pass on the first play for the Mustang. Flipped the field all the way down to the Mustang 34-yard line. Wow, not the start the Mustangs look for there.
I didn't see who he was going after, who made the tackle. That's, he either threw it in front of him or.
Just did not see Vickers cutting in front of the short curl pattern at about the 40-yard line, and that's a real kick killer for the Mustangs on their first play. So Ringgold will come out, look for them to go for the juggler here early. Sweep to the left again. Mustangs do not cover the edge, and that's going to be a good gain that time by Minnie, as he was able to gain the edge and get around the left side for a good gain on first down of about 8 yards.
Minnie on the carry.
I didn't see who was out on the corner, but they have to get out there. Minnie juked him a little bit, and then he was gone.
It was Gallagher. He kind of took an inside track on that, had the wrong angle. So second down and 3. Give him 7 on that.
At the Laurel Highlands 27.
Run up the middle now. He cuts it back to the outside. Nice move there by Minnie as the play was going up the middle, and he cuts it to the outside, gains substantial yardage down to the 18-yard line. First down for the Ringgold Rams.
Another 9-yard pickup there for Minnie.
Duncan at quarterback for Ringgold just hands it off deep to Minnie. Minnie does it himself as he just cuts it around the outside. First and 10 at the 17-yard line, or 18-yard line.
That's been a problem for the Mustangs all year, Gary, is that outside run and not being able to contain.
So here's a fullback now getting the call, but drugged down quickly there at the line of scrimmage, filling the hole there, number 65 for the Mustangs. That's Huey on the tackle, keeping that to a minimal gain of about 1 yard.
Brought down by Huey.
Give him a half a yard. They're marking it as no gain. Second and 7. 9:48 to go on a running clock here in the first. The Mustangs held the Ringgold Rams on their first possession, 3 and out, but on the first play offensively, interception puts the Ringgold Rams in business. Second and 10. He's going to go pass over the middle, wide open in the end zone, and did he make the catch? He does. Touchdown Ringgold from the 18-yard line.
That looked like number 84.
Braden
Fine with the 18-yard reception from Duncan with 9:24 to go here in the first. Ringgold cashes in on the Mustang turnover.
Clayton Rosensteel
on for the extra point is Rosensteel.
Jason Walsh will hold.
Now is a loss on the fumble on the snap, so that's going to go as a point after no good. So the score remains Ringgold 6, Laurel Highlands nothing. 9:24 to go in the first. We'll be right back with the kick on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Highlands nothing.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Good luck, Mustangs, from the Township Supervisors, Rick Vernon, Jason Scott, and Robert Schiffbauer.
We're back here on the South Union Township Sports Network. Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank. And Rick, give Ringgold credit. They took advantage of the turnover and put points on the board.
It looked like there was a little confusion in the defensive backfield there, Gary. There was 2 players, and they were just not deep enough.
Absolutely. You can't let a guy get behind you, especially in that situation. You have the goal line behind you as an additional defender, the back of the goal line, and you really can't let people get behind you in that situation. So the Ringgold Rams, who have struggled to score all year with just 42 points the entire year, put up the first points here this evening, 6-0.
In just the first 2.5 minutes.
Right. Rosensteel will run up with the kick, and he launches it deep. Wow. That's going to be he can't do that. He backed up into the end zone.
On the carry.
Wow. What the heck was that all about, Rick?
He didn't know the rule.
He caught the ball in like the 3-yard line, went back into the end zone. He put his knee down, so I'm not sure what the ruling is on that. That could have been a safety.
Well, the whistle didn't blow. Looks like there's a little discussion going on for the stripes.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what happened there, but the Mustangs will be deep in their own territory at the 14-yard line, 1st and 10. I didn't catch the number of who made that return. Is that Slater? Now here comes Christopher. He's got room. He's going to try to run over people at the 40-yard line, and he does. So Christopher all the way from the 18-yard line out close to the 42.
On the carry.
So a nice run there by Christopher. Gets the Mustangs
yards.
out of their own, out of the shadow of their own end zone. So first down Mustangs now at the 42-yard line. Big run there by Christopher. It's going to be him again, and he's going to run over a couple more people at the point of attack there. Hit by number 56 for Ringgold. That was Cameron Smith made the initial contact. That was Christopher on the carry. He'll get 1 on that one. 2nd and 9. Twin receivers to both sides for the Mustangs. Send Gallagher into motion. They're going to give it to him. He's going to try to get around the edge. Makes one player miss. Now puts on the speed. Down the right side. Cuts it back in. Gallagher with the dynamic move down the right side.
There's a flag
on the play out on the right side that may be coming back.
That wide receiver held the cornerback there. That's how he got so open.
58-yard run with a flag out here. It's going to be brought back. Wow. Another mistake by the Mustangs. Costly this time.
You know, Gary, on that 29-yard run that Christopher had, I got to give number 9, Alexander Kogna, credit. He's 140 pounds, and Tyler Christopher's 225, so he gave up 85 pounds. That defensive player stuck his head in there, and Christopher brought Christopher down.
So the long run there by Gallagher, assisted by a hold on the outside.
The crowd's silent now.
A 10-yard penalty from the point of the foul, which is about the 48-yard line. So that's going to move it back to the 38, make it the 37. And it'll make it 2nd down and 16.
10 yards to the 38-yard line.
Now inside handoff. I think this is Slater. He's going to get good yardage.
Slater on the carry.
Inside handoff to Slater. He just cuts it in off guard. Out to the 47-yard line. 3rd down and 6.
3rd down and 6.
Big play here for the Mustangs in their own territory, facing a 3rd and 6. Clock running at 7:52 to go here in the first. Now Gallagher's going to try to do it himself, and he makes one person miss, makes 2 miss. Now he's on the outside and does get the first down.
That's Brumfield, Gary.
That was number 6, Brumfield. picks up the first down for the Mustang. Brumfield with a nice shifty move as he was reaching the line of scrimmage. He picks up 8.
For Laurel Highlands, first down.
It was a nice cutback by Brumfield.
Into Ringgold territory at the 45-yard line. Christopher in the shotgun. Mustangs on the move. Pass out here in the flat. And this is, I think, Slater, but they're going to have all kind of defenders there on the point of attack. Number 88 and
number 10, Vasquez.
So number Vickers and Slayton on the attack. Tackle
by Michael
Vasquez, I'm sorry.
Loss of 2.
So they had that play deciphered and scouted nicely. Now we got Thomas in there for a run. He's going to get back to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 2, maybe 2.5. Brings up another 3rd and long for the Mustangs. That was Thomas, number 7 on the carry.
Gain of 2 on the play, 3rd down, 10. Ball
3rd and 10. Ball back to the original line of scrimmage at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
The whole team's looking for the call.
We do have a play clock, Rick, that's in operation, so it helps us out. There's a pass down the side. That's going to be picked off again. Oh, dropped. He had nothing but Greenfield in front of him. Christopher under pressure.
That was number 3, Minnie. He's the tailback, so
pressure.
You think he'd have pretty good hands, but that pressure was...
Tanner Smith with the pressure from the outside for Ringgold. And that's going to bring up a 4th down and 10. So ill-advised pass there almost resulted in another turnover, but the Mustangs dodge a bullet.
Yeah, the interceptions have been a problem for Christopher. I believe he has... Okay, we have a timeout. I'll look that up.
Timeout called, and we'll take a timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Here we go after the timeout call by Laurel Highlands.
Back for the Rams is Kynes and
Slayton will kick it away.
Minnie.
End over end kick that should get a good bounce, and it does, but unfortunately goes into the end zone for the touchback.
Goes into the end zone.
55-yard punt
with the end over ender, got the good roll, but couldn't get it out of bounds.
There's a flag.
What do we got? A flag at about the 15-yard line, 16-yard line. Let's see what the call is. Some kind of a dead ball person.
There really wasn't much interaction there.
Illegal block in the back on a punt that went into the end zone. Wow. That's going to move them back halfway to the end zone, back to the 10-yard line, I would think.
The coach for the Rams, Gary, played on the 1982 WPIAL championship team for Ringgold.
I remember that well. So now 1st and 10 from the 10.
Moves the football back to the 10-yard line.
Mustang defense needs to shore things up here and try to regain some good field position. Duncan will bring him up as he comes under center with the I backfield. Here comes the sweep again to the left. Mustangs pursue, but he had an opportunity to sidestep one defender, but number 23 on the tackle for the Mustangs. That was Romsberg, but
that was a shoestring tackle there.
Yeah, that was Minnie on the carry, and he did make the initial defenders miss, which could have been a loss on the play, but Romsberg gets him for a 3-yard, make it a 2.5-yard gain, 2nd down and 7.5.
Ball spotted at the Ringgold 12-yard line.
2nd and 8. Minnie again now. He tried to cut it back, but in the backfield that time quickly for the Mustangs for the loss. Looked like Slater in the backfield as well as number 51. Tanner Slavic.
Slater and Slavic.
Brings up 3rd down and 10.
Loss of 2 on the play. 3rd down and 10. Ball on the Ringgold 10-yard line.
3rd down and 10. Another opportunity for the Mustang defense to get off the field, but that has been a problem all year too, Rick.
Doesn't seem to be a problem tonight. Forcing
back goes Duncan. He's going to roll. He's got a man open in the flat, and that should be picked off, and it is picked off by Gallagher. He's going to try to work his way around the outside. He's going to use his speed, try to go to the corner, and he's in for the Mustang touchdown. Dynamic play there by Rodney Gallagher, the freshman. Tipped it to himself here on the near sideline, and once he saw the opening, cut it all the way back across, took it to the right corner of the end zone to tie things up for the Mustangs. 6-6. You can tell he's an athlete, Rick. He just has all the moves and speed and agility.
Well, Duncan was moving to his right, and he threw the ball low, and there's the kick.
There's a kick by Layton, and it is good. So the Mustangs take the lead, 7-6 with 4:53 to go here in the first. Laurel Highlands on top, 7-6. We'll be right back here on the South Union Township Sports Network with the kick.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
We're back and ready for the kick as Zach Layton will tee it up for the Mustangs after the Mustangs gain the lead at 7-6 on the interception by Rodney Gallagher.
That may be the first lead of the year, Gary.
You're exactly right.
Or the second.
I think they had a lead against Wash High, didn't they, to start things? Here's Layton. It's a high kick now, a little bit short at about the 5-yard line. Taken there by the Rams, and Mustang coverage team pretty good there on the return, number 5. That's Dante Kynes. As the Mustang coverage team brings him down at the 24-yard line where Ringgold will take over 1st and 10.
Brought down by
I've had some splash plays, Gary. That's been kept it exciting, kept it close.
Ringgold 19-yard line.
We welcome in the WMBS listeners for a Davis game break. The Mustangs on top, 7-6. It's been a story of interceptions. The Mustangs' first possession, first play was intercepted by Logan Vickers for the Rams. The Rams took over in Mustang territory and were able to capitalize on a 18-yard pass by Jacob Duncan to Brandon Fine. Kick was no good on a bad snap, so the Rams led 6-0 at the 9:24 mark. But on the last possession here by the Ringgold Rams, facing a 3rd and 10 at their own 10, it was Rodney Gallagher with the interception, taking it back 27 yards, dancing his way around the right side to the corner of the end zone. Kick by Layton was good. The Mustangs now lead 7-6. Ringgold has the ball with 4:10 to go here in the first. And this is Minnie trying to cut around the outside, but making the tackle out there on the left side was number 6 for the Mustangs. That's Brumfield. So what looked like possibly could be a big gainer for Minnie was kept to a 4-yard gain. So that'll be 3rd down and 7.
You know, one thing about Ringgold is they're pretty much one-dimensional. They don't throw a lot, and the quarterback doesn't run very much, and so it's always to the tailback, it seems. And
that's probably what caught the Mustangs off guard on that touchdown pass, Rick. They weren't expecting any kind of a pass from the 18-yard line, but give Duncan credit, made a nice pass on that play. So 3rd and 7 at the 27. Rolling right, Duncan looking. He's under pressure, and he's going to throw it out of bounds. Wow. Had a man open at about the 31-yard line. Number 33 running the sideline route there for Ringgold was John Palefko, but Duncan could not get it to him, and they'll have to turn it over now, bringing out the punt team.
Well, the Mustangs have been able to hold the Rams to, and they end up with a 3rd and long, and then they have to pass the ball. But for the Mustangs, they're holding their own here.
There's the punt getting away, and it's a tail dragger. That should bounce backwards, and it does. That's going to give great field position for the Mustangs. Over there taking a look at it for the Mustangs was number 28, Kristen Burchick, but he just watched it bounce back into Ram territory and give the Mustangs good field position.
Turned out to be a net 18-yard punt
for the Mustangs.
Mustangs quickly back out on offense.
Nice cool night. A lot of hoodies out tonight. It's pink out night for breast cancer awareness.
And I'll be participating in a breast cancer awareness fun run tomorrow out at Hutchinson. 3:05 to go. Under center this time, Christopher hands it up the middle and meeting the entire front line of the Ringgold Rams that time. That was not Christopher on the carry. That was Thomas on the carry.
Got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, first one there, I think, was number 75, Julian Altamir.
Stop for no gain.
From the middle of that Ringgold defense, give the entire front of the Ringgold Rams credit for that tackle. No gain. 2nd and 10. Now pitch out to the left. Thomas now cuts it up, and he's going to break tackles and get inside the 35 to about the 33. It's going to be very close to the first down. Touchdown saving tackle.
Stop by Kynes.
He had to get to the 34, and he got to the 33.
Tackle there by Kynes. Another touchdown saving tackle. Puts it at the 33-yard line. 2:17 to go here in the first on a running clock. Now we'll go to the outside again. This is Thomas again. He's going to get a lot of work around the right side. A good gain on first down. Down inside the 30 to almost the 25. Give him a gain of 6 on the play. 2nd and a short 4. Quickly to the line. Now an eye backfield. Thomas again trying to find an alley. Pushes the pack forward, and he'll have the first down at about the 21-yard line.
Stop by a host of Rams.
So that's going to be a 5-yard pickup there by Thomas for the first down. Number 67 coming off the bottom of the pile there was Jacob Freilich for the Rams, and that's going to be a timeout call by Ringgold. The Mustangs will come to the sideline to talk to their coaching staff, and will step aside here on the South Union Township Sports Network. 1:41 to go in the first. Laurel Highlands 7, Ringgold 6. We're back with 1:41 to go here in the first. Ball sitting at the Ringgold 21-yard line. First and 10 for the Mustang. Christopher hands it deep again, running into the pile this time, and nowhere to go is Thomas.
On the carry.
Hit there by number 70.
Both go.
Looks like you lost it right there, Gary.
I don't have a 73 on my roster.
Oh no, there was a change. Number 60, I forgot to tell you that. 60 is now 73.
That's Wilson, Roderick Wilson. Now, Christopher back, gets it out here, and that's too high for the reaching Gallagher.
Christopher's pass.
So that's going to bring up a 3rd and 12. So
Vasquez on the cover.
Play looked like it probably didn't have much potential anyway, Rick. So
no, it didn't. And Tyler's going to have to learn to sit his feet more because it's hard to throw the ball accurately when your feet are moving.
3rd and 12. Look like motion.
Look like offsides motion.
So it's going to be an illegal motion on Thomas. A little bit anxious on the snap count there. That's going to move it back an additional 5 yards and make it a little more difficult with 3rd and 17. Probably 4-down territory here for the Mustangs. If they could gain inside the 20, they might have an opportunity for Layton on a field goal attempt. And the Mustangs will change the play now at the line. Got trips to the left now. Some kind of a play here. Christopher rolling. Gets it across, but that's going to be probably a gain of about a half a yard. Caught.
Oh, yeah, it is.
By Burchek on the catch. That's only going to be a gain of about a half a yard. Brings up 4th down and 16. And the Mustangs will probably go for it here inside the 30-yard line. Really not much to gain on a punt.
Christopher
They're going to come out for Layton's going to come out for a field goal attempt. This is going to be a 44-yard attempt.
Christopher didn't really have a lot of chance. That pocket collapsed.
Gets it off, but he kind of caught the top of the ball and just drives it way left. So the kick's no good, and that will turn the ball over to Ringgold at their own 28-yard line.
It didn't look like Layton really got good footing on his plant foot, and
it was a high snap too. Little high snap.
Yeah, well then he double clutched it just so that he could get the ball down.
So they're going to put the ball back at the 20-yard line. That's correct. High school rules on a missed field goal goes back to the 20-yard line. So that strategy does kind of work now, Rick. Now that you think about it.
Ball will be spotted on the
a punt would have probably ended up at the same place.
Yeah, and if you punted it through the end zone, then you'd be at the 20 anyway.
1st and 10 with 26 seconds to go here in the first. This is Minnie trying to break through that Mustang defense, but he hits a wall after about a 5-yard gain. Nice 5-yard run there on 1st down.
That gives Minnie 26 yards on 7 carries.
Popson and Huey in there on the tackle
That'll
for the
be
Mustangs.
The end of the quarter.
It's going to be the last play of the first quarter.
Looks like somebody's down.
They're going to let it. He's just tying his shoe, I believe.
Oh, okay.
That was Minnie. With the end of the first quarter, Mustangs on top, 7-6. We'll be right back with second quarter action here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Here we go, second quarter action. 2nd and 5 at the the Ringgold 25. They're bouncing that out for the Ringgold Rams is Minnie, and he'll go out of bounds after a first down run of about 11 yards out to the 36-yard line. So Minnie has shown the ability to do that a couple times, Rick. Looks like a off tackle or even off guard run, and he just bounces it to the outside.
And Minnie turns on the turbojet. Fortunately, he got pushed out of bounds by the safety.
So a nice first down run there.
First down, 10 yards to go.
By the Ringgold senior. Fullback up the middle, and he's going to get a gain of about 3 yards. Pick up the number there on the
33.
And that's number 33. John Palefko with the 3-yard carry. Second down and 7.
We don't see a lot of fullbacks, Gary.
Gain of 2 on the play.
More in high school than in...
And I'm not sure why you don't in high school football. Because
it's another blocker.
Exactly, and it's lead the way. Now Minnie, he's going to bounce it out again. He's going to get another first down. It looks like following blockers, and there's a flag thrown in. That's going to be a hold on Ringgold. No doubt about that. Pushed out of bounds at the 50-yard line, but what would have been a 12-yard run is now going to be nullified, in my opinion.
Is holding against Ringgold.
They're going to push it back from the point of the foul. It'll still be second down, but it will be second down and about 6, I believe. That's correct.
Well, it was a 2-yard gain.
Yeah, on the penalty. Still second down. So if you look back, the first down run was a 5-yard run. Second and 6. Duncan under center. Hands it off deep again, and slicing his way through the Mustang defense again is Minnie.
Minnie on the carry.
Huey on the tackle. Also coming off the bottom of the pile there is Thomas. and number 27, Ryan Pyro, on the tackle.
4-yard pickup.
3rd and short. Make it 2. Ball at the 44-yard line.
Ball spotted on the Ringgold 44-yard line.
Drive started at the 20 after the missed field goal by the Mustangs. Ringgold has gained a first down and now has 3rd and 2. Here's his mini. Dives through, and I believe he's going to have the first down depending on the spot. And he will have the first down. Picks up the necessary 2.5 yards. Give him 3. Brumfield on the tackle, but a first down for Ringgold.
They're mixing up their plays a little bit. Early in the first quarter, they went outside a lot. Now they're going up the middle. The lines are about the same size, Gary. Actually, Laurel Highlands averages, I think, 248, and Ringgold averages 222.
Mustang defense needs to get off the field. It has been a problem all season with being on the field way too often. They're going to bring blitz, and Duncan will step up, and he's going to be hit for a loss. Wanted to get it downfield that time, but he'll be hit for a short loss of about 1 yard. But give the Mustangs credit. Number 66, Joey Conley.
Duncan on the carry.
That was kind of a gang tackle there.
Counts as a sack, as a 1-yard sack.
Loss of 2 on the play. 2nd down, 12. Ball now spotted at the Ringgold 46.
Good job by the Mustangs shedding those blocks.
Duncan under center. This is Minnie. Wow, he's got room on the outside. He cuts it up, and he cuts himself inside and makes a nice run. Finally tackled there by number 23, Romesburg.
Brumfield.
Brumfield also on the tackle, but a gain there of 8.
Gain of 8 on the play.
3rd down and a long 3.
Just when you think you have Minnie contained,
he can bounce it out. He's shown that ability. Another big play here for Ringgold. Try to keep this drive moving. And a big play on defense for the Mustangs. They're going to bring the run blitz, and Minnie's going to drive his way inside the 40 for another Ringgold first down. So Minnie getting the bulk of the carries. Finally brought down there by Romesburg, but another first down keeps the drive going for the Ringgold Rams.
Minnie has 58 yards on 13 carries.
Gain and a first down for Ringgold.
Jacob Duncan gets the call from the sideline, and up come the Ringgold Rams from the I backfield again. Inside handoff to the fullback, and he's going to get great yards on first down. It might be another first down.
Just short, I think.
I think they're going to mark it
31-yard line.
Well, he's right at the 30. What's the call? Is it a first down?
Oh, it is.
Give him 10.
I was watching the official on the far side. He put his foot down on the 31, but
the near side official had it at the 30.
Highlands 30-yard line, first down and 10.
So the Mustang defense giving up yards now here in the second with 8 minutes to go.
Well, certainly in this series, the last couple of series, the offensive line has been
7:54 to go here. I'm sorry, Rick.
It has been a lot more effective for Ringgold than for the Mustangs defensive line.
7:53 to go here in the second as we welcome in the WMBS listeners as Ringgold calls timeout. Laurel Highlands calls timeout. Ringgold on a drive now from their own 20 all the way down to the Mustang 30-yard line, trailing 7-6. Mustang defense giving up yards on the ground here, allowing Ringgold to pick up 4 first downs on this drive. So in the second quarter, 7:53 to go. Mustangs on top, 7-6, but Ringgold driving. Welcome back. Ringgold Rams on a drive with 7:53 to go. Rick, the Mustang defense has not had an answer for this running game in this drive for Ringgold.
It's been right up the middle, too.
Ball's on the turf. It's rolling. The Mustangs pick it up and try to run with it. Wow. That's a drive killer. Picking it up there for the Mustangs and trying to run with it was Romesburg rather than falling on it, but the turnover to the Mustangs stops the Ringgold drive. Wow.
Well, the pitch was right there, and Minnie doesn't drop many balls, although he did drop the one pass for interception. He was looking downfield.
Yeah, he trying to find his space to run before he caught the ball.
Mustangs take over at their own 31-yard line.
See what the Mustangs can do with this.
So 1st and 10 for the Mustangs. Costly turnover. There's going to be a block on the outside. Cutting it out is Slater. He needs to make one man miss, and he does, but finally bringing him down out at the 49-yard line was Minnie. That's Minnie on the tackle, so
that's good enough for a
31-yard line out to the 47-yard line. 16-yard pickup for Slater on 1st down. Gets the Mustangs near midfield.
Nice kick-out block there on that run, too.
Christopher now is going to give this one to Gallagher. He's looking for space. He's dancing out there, and he's going to spin his way. Now another flag is thrown in. I think we're going to have another holding call. Could have been a holding call on the Mustangs. So holding calls are killers, especially when you make a nice run like that. Holding took place probably around the 50-yard line or the 49-yard line. Let's see where they mark it off from.
He's
flag
at the
sitting
49.
at the 49, so that was probably close to the line of scrimmage. That's going to bring up a 1st and 20. That's a drive killer. Officials have been on that holding call here this evening.
The football back to the Laurel Highlands 39-yard line. 1st down and 20.
Now we have offside, I believe. Let's see what the call is. They're going to call it on.
He's pointing it on the Ringgold side.
It is offside on Ringgold.
Against the Rams.
The official on the other side threw it on the Mustang side, but the official on this side said no. It was offside, and he won that battle.
Laurel Highlands 44-yard line. Mustangs put the ball in.
Picked up 5 yards on that.
1st and 15. Thomas now gets the fake, and Christopher tried to keep it himself, but he is hit right at the line of scrimmage. Good tackle there. I think that was Vickers on the tackle.
Loss of 3.
And Jackson Walney.
2nd and 18.
Gain of 1 on the play. 2nd down 14.
Oh, he picked up a yard.
No, I don't. He did. That's incorrect. He went backwards. Can't listen to that PA announcer, Rick.
Yeah, I saw what I saw.
That's right. Now Thomas trying to get outside, and he is going to be tackled on a nice pursuit there again by Vickers. He's all over the place. And that's a gain of 1.
Seem to be getting more Thomas tonight, Gary, and less Gallagher. Last week, Gallagher at West Mifflin had the crowd scared because he had a hip injury. Although he came back in the game.
3rd down and 14. Over the middle, and that's going to be through the hands of the receiver and almost picked off there.
By Dondre Dotson, almost had that.
Duncan's pass intended for Dotson, incomplete.
Christopher's pass a little bit high and not on target.
4th down.
Brings up 4th down, and on for the punt team is Layton. So the Mustangs holding on to a 7-6 lead here in the first half. Early on, it looked like the Mustangs were going to be able to handle the Rams offensively, but on the last couple drives, they have been unable to sustain any kind of continued success.
They got punched in the mouth on defense, and now they're not very effective on offense. High snap.
Layton gets it away, and it's another end-over-ender that will roll for the Mustangs down close to the 27-yard line. Down there by Christopher.
It's a 34-yard punt.
You don't see many quarterbacks on the punt team.
On the kick.
Do what you got to do.
Ringgold will put the ball in play first.
Layton's kicks are rather low. He kind of line drives them, but that
sometimes that works it to an advantage to get that roll.
Yeah, the roll will go forward instead of coming back, as you call the tail dragger.
6:02 to go here now in the second. Ringgold back on offense after sustaining a decent drive their last opportunity, but resulting in the fumble in Mustang territory at the 31-yard line.
The last two drives defensively for the Mustangs,
got a penalty on the play. I didn't see the call, though, Rick.
I haven't heard it yet. The
Might have been a block in the back.
The last two drives for the Mustangs defense have not been good. They've been pushed around a good bit by the Ringgold, the offensive line. Holes right up the middle.
Personal foul that pushed it back all the way to the 14-yard line.
First down.
And a loose ball again on the turf. Who has it? I think let's see who has it. Mustangs pick up the fumble. Coming off the pile there, number 76 for the Mustangs.
That's a fumble.
That's Gary Gardner. Fumbling the snap there was Duncan. It was hard to see from our angle, but Duncan just did not get the snap cleanly, put it on the turf, and fighting for it underneath Gardner comes off the bottom of the pile with the fumble recovery deep in Ringgold territory at the 11-yard line. Wow, Rick, that's a huge turnaround for the Mustangs.
Yeah, probably like Minnie did, took his eye off the ball, was looking. I didn't see how the snap was. It was a shotgun snap.
It was right at his face mask, so it wasn't a bad snap. Thomas off left tackle, cuts it inside the 5 down to the 3-yard line. Thomas on the carry from the 11 takes it inside the 5 to about the 4-yard line.
Yeah, last week the injury to Gallagher, he was down on the turf for 5 minutes. And, here we go, another play.
High backfield again. It's going to be Thomas again trying to go off left side. Pushing. Is he in?
No.
He is.
Yeah,
touchdown.
Laurel Highlands touchdown.
4-yard run by number 7 for the Mustangs. That is Shaniel Thomas with 5:24 to go here in the second. Mustangs add on to make it 13-6. Extra point to come.
Played it at the post to the right.
Layton for the kick. Snap good, hold good, kick is up, and it is good.
Your touchdown is good.
And that will be the second extra point for Layton, making it 14-6. Mustangs on top with 5:24 to go here in the second. We'll be right back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
Important for people to know that we represent injured people to the best of our ability, and we've been successful doing that. And I don't say that to have people come to see us because we have been successful. I say that because it's true, and it's important.
Another important aspect is the experience that we have is local experience in the court system in Uniontown, in Washington, in Waynesburg.
Davis & Davis, attorneys at law.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
A special welcome to our season ticket holder.
Here we go, Layton teeing it up after the Mustangs take advantage of the fumble by the Ringgold Rams deep in their own territory. Mustangs 2 plays, 11-yard drive with a Thomas 4-yard run. There's a kick down to about the 7, taken by the Rams return man there. He gets it on the right side and holding on to the ball there for dear life on the carry. Let's see who that is as he gets up. I think that's Minnie. It is. Tackled there by number 65 for the Mustangs. That's Aaron Huey.
Stop by Huey.
Well, the offenses, no. What I was going to say was that all the scoring has come off of turnovers and not just sustained drives.
Interception return for a touchdown and taking advantage of the short field 11-yard 2-play drive puts the Mustangs on top 14-6 late here in the second, 5:15 to go. Now, Ringgold will bring 2 wide receivers to the near side. Duncan under center. Hands off to the deep back again. This is Minnie. He's going to try to get by everybody, and there's another flag thrown from the referee, and that's normally a hold. And that's exactly what it will be. So a nice run by Minnie of about 11 yards is going to be nullified, Rick.
Against the Rams.
Well, again, the Ringgold offensive line has been pushing around the Mustangs defense, and I don't know that there's really any need to do that for them.
Absolutely, and it's
although the Mustangs were stopped the run early in the first quarter. The second quarter's the Ringgold offense has been the stronger unit.
17-18.
Holding occurred about 2 yards downfield. It's going to be first down and 18. Here's a fullback now up the middle, and that's going to be stopped for a very short gain. Lefko there hit as he entered the line by number 70 for the Mustangs, Lorenzo McFadden. Gain of 1.
Gain of 1 on the play to the
fullback there, Gary. John Pefko is a sophomore. They play 17. A lot of sophomores. There's 3 sophomores and a freshman on this offensive unit for Ringgold.
Popson checks in for Laurel Highlands on defense. This is Minnie again. He'll try to bounce this one out again, but he goes down in the backfield. Looks like a loss of about a half a yard there that time. Number 70, McFadden again with good penetration.
Ringgold 17.
3rd and 17. Ball sitting at the Ringgold 16-yard line.
Coach Colasar signaling in the defense.
This is a situation where you do not want to allow anyone behind you defensively, but you also do not want any kind of a large run gain from the I backfield. Duncan will roll to his left, looking. He's going to be under pressure again, and a sack.
He's going down.
Going down in the backfield there, grabbed by number 51 initially for the Mustangs.
Loss of 5 on the play.
Tanner Slavic.
Duncan dropped in the backfield.
Looked like a meeting in the backfield there by the Mustang pass rushers. Loss of 5 pushes it back to the 12.
Hey, also give credit to the defensive backfield. That was a coverage sack there. I mean, he was being chased, but there was nobody to throw to.
Opportunity for a block maybe, and they're going to fake it. It's a lot. And he is past the line of scrimmage when he kicked it, I'm sure. That's going to be a penalty.
He kicked it at about the 15.
And the ball, he started at the 12. No flag? Wow.
Out of bounds at the
Jerry, I'm sure will replay that.
That is unbelievable. The ball was at the 12. He was at least to the 15 when he kicked it.
Yeah, that was
no penalty.
And there was a referee on the line, a linesman there.
Well, we'll see that on a replay, but in any event, the Mustangs have good field position at the 42-yard line. So with 2:59 to go, the Mustangs need to take advantage of this before the end of the half.
Well, the Mustangs defense did a nice job of standing their ground there, Gary.
2:59 to go, helped by a penalty call, a holding call.
Laurel Highlands will put it in play 1st and 10 from the Ringgold 42.
As we said, 2 timeouts for the Mustangs. Plenty of time on the clock. Christopher fakes. Now he's going to take it up the middle himself, behind blockers. He has a couple men in front of him. Down the right side, cuts it back inside at the 10, inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It was a convoy, Rick.
Well, he did a nice job of using his blockers, too.
No doubt. He did not run past them, allowed them to give him some assistance. Gain of 32 on the play, down to the Ringgold 9-yard line.
We see that a lot, Gary, where the runners outrun their blockers, and the blockers are in position, but they just run right through them.
Le'Veon Bell was probably the best I've seen lately at allowing him blockers to help him out, being patient on that run.
63 yards on the ground for Tyler Christopher on 4 carries.
1st and goal. Clock will start now with 2:31 to go. Christopher again under center. Going to hand it to the deep back, and he's going to go up the middle for the Mustang touchdown. Thomas on the carry from the 9-yard line. 2-play drive. Mustangs score again. 2:23 to go here in the second quarter. And Thomas goes in for his second touchdown of the evening. 9-yard run this time. Layton on for the extra point. Mustangs trying to get lined up.
Coach Collister out on the field, tapping and banging on everybody.
Slater with the hold. Good snap, good hold, good kick. And Layton is perfect. 21-6, Mustangs on top. 2:23 to go. We'll be right back here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Laurel Highlands 21, Ringgold 6.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
Welcome back. Zach Layton will tee it up for the Mustangs after his 3rd successful extra point, putting the Mustangs on top 21-6. 2-play drive that time, 42 yards, 31-yard run, and a 9-yard run, resulting in the touchdown for the Mustangs. Short, high kick that's going to hit the turf and roll back. And does it go into the end zone? No, it doesn't. Pick it up. Mustangs will have a touchdown. Wow. Ringgold Rams looked at the ball. When was the last time you saw that, Rick? It did not go into the end zone. It died at the 1, and the Ringgold Ram player did not pick it up, did not know the rule. Who was that picked it up for the Mustangs? I didn't even catch that. I'm trying to get a number. The ball stopped at the 1-yard line.
Let's see if oh, wait.
They're talking about it. You might not be able to run it after you pick it up. It might be the Mustangs' ball on the 1-yard line. Let's see. We're going to need an explanation. So it might be 1st and goal for the Mustangs at the 1, which is exactly the situation. So no touchdown, but the Mustangs have the ball on the 1-yard line.
That was a pretty exciting play regardless. That's the second time we've seen a player not know the rule on a kickoff or punt.
I recall that the Steelers did that one time, way back in the 70s. Now we're going to have a timeout. Illegal substitution against the Ringgold Rams, so that'll be half the distance to the goal. Just what they needed.
4 inches.
Half the distance to the goal line.
Now it's 1st and goal.
1st down and goal.
At the half-yard line. Might be a Christopher quarterback sneak, I would think, and that's exactly what it is. And Christopher, does he get in? Let's see. They're going to unpowell, and he does. So Tyler Christopher will get credit for the touchdown, but a miscue by the Ringgold Ram return team results in a quick touchdown, just 6 seconds since the last touchdown. Gives the Mustangs a 27-6 lead, and Layton will come back for the extra point. Crazy happenings here at Mustang Field. Mustangs have scored the last 3 touchdowns, one on a fumble that set them up at the 11-yard line. 2 plays later, Thomas goes in for the touchdown from 4 yards out. Kick was good. It was 14-6 Laurel Highlands. Then, after a short punt by Ringgold, the Mustangs took over at their own 40 at the Ringgold 42-yard line. 2 plays later, a 31-yard run. Welcome to the WMBS listeners. The Mustangs have scored the last 3 touchdowns. I was trying to recap for the South Union Township crowd, but for the WMBS crowd, Mustangs have scored the last 3 touchdowns, now lead 28-6. First one was a fumble by Duncan for Ringgold at the 11-yard line. Thomas takes it in from 4 yards out for the score, made it 14-6. Thomas then scored on a 9-yard run after a 31-yard run by Tyler Christopher. Kick was good, 21-6. But then on the ensuing kickoff, the Ringgold Rams saw the ball hit on the turf at about the 15-yard line, rolled to the 1. No one picked it up for Ringgold. The Mustangs fell on it. They were first and goal at the 1-yard line. 1 play later, touchdown for Tyler Christopher, extra point good, 28-6. Now Layton with the kick again, and it's another short kick. It's going to hit on the turf and bounce toward the Mustangs. And do the Mustangs have it again? They do!
They touched.
Wow.
Ringgold touched the ball. They didn't
even need to touch the ball.
No, they didn't.
So getting it again for the Mustangs, number 28 this time is Christian Burchek. I don't believe I've ever seen that, Rick. 2 plays in a row. There's a man down for Ringgold. And let's see who that is. I feel bad about that. That's number 5 for Ringgold. That's Dante Kynes. But the Mustangs on a short kick this time, the ball bouncing back toward the coverage team for the Mustangs. Burchek dives on it, and as he dove on it, he dove into the Ringgold Rams player Dante Kynes, who's injured. So the Mustangs will take over once again. Still 2:15 to go here in the second. Mustangs on top, 28-6. We'll take an injury timeout, both on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Colon cancer is the second leading cause of cancer deaths. Signs include abdominal pain and rectal bleeding. Colon cancer develops from a degenerating benign growth or polyp. Doctors performing colonoscopy are able to remove precancerous polyps, thus preventing colon cancer. This saves lives, and the American Cancer Society now recommends that everyone have a colonoscopy every 10 years, beginning at age 50. Offer the latest diagnostic testing. SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Okay, we're back with the South Union Township Sports Network.
It's been an exciting couple minutes, Gary.
Absolutely. Joined by WMBS as the Mustangs will take over again. And this is going to be Christopher following blockers up the middle, dragging tacklers inside the 20 to about the 16-yard line. Drugged down there by number 61 for Ringgold, Thomas Burnett, but Christopher just dragged tacklers for 8 yards, second and 2.
Tyler Christopher
has on the 17-yard line. Ringgold calls timeout. 1 play after the injury timeout, we have a Ringgold timeout, and that will give us another opportunity to step aside on WMBS, the Trib Live Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, just to make something perfect.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at fayettefurnacecompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400. That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Here we go, 2nd down and 2. The ball was at the 18-yard line. Inside handoff. Pick up the runner
Thomas
on that play.
Tripped up by Vickers.
And that's Thomas getting up a little bit slowly.
Makes the
Tackle
line
by
of game.
Vickers,
Good
but
enough
that's a
for
first down
Laurel
for the
Highlands.
Mustangs
First
at the 13-yard line or 14-yard line.
Thomas has had the bulk of the carrying tonight.
This is Gallagher now around the left side looking for room. He cuts it back inside, and Gallagher will stroll into the end zone with the 14-yard touchdown run. Rodney Gallagher for the Mustangs.
Touchdown.
That's going to make it 34-6. Minute 26 to go here in the second. Mustangs quickly back on the board. Another short drive, this time only 3 plays for the Mustang first down. Touchdown.
Nice downfield block by Stepich that allowed Gallagher to just walk in there.
He waited for that block beautifully, too, and just cut it right back inside. Layton on for the kick again. He launches it high and deep, and it is good. So the Mustangs now on top, 35-6 with a minute 26 to go here before halftime here at Mustang Field. We'll step aside quickly. Gary Frankhauser, Rick Frank, and Jerry Dupay here at Mustang Field on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. C. Harper Sports Night.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank, at your service.
Welcome back on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network. There's going to be a penalty on the last play that's going to require Layton to kick it off from the 25-yard line. I believe that was unsportsmanlike conduct. 15-yard penalty.
Layton will
kick from the 25-yard line. Still a minute 26 to go, so this could give Ringgold some decent field position if they can catch this one. That's going to go all the way back to the 25. Caught there by Minnie, I believe. He's going to take it out to about the 44-yard line. Check that.
Carry on the return.
That's John Warren on the carry.
Little indecision there again, Gary, on the kickoff return. Neither Fine or Kynes could decide what to do, and actually Fine could have been a blocker for him.
Absolutely, but they do now have it at the 43-yard line, so the penalty does give them good field position. But a minute 21 to go, and they have no timeouts. Duncan up under center has two wide receivers to the right, and they're going to hand it off deep to Minnie. And he's tackled after about a short gain of about 2 yards there on the tackle for the Mustangs is Huey. He's been all over the field on defense for the Mustangs here tonight. Pickup of 3, second down and 7. Clock running with 1:02 to go now here before halftime.
Second down and 8.
Minnie again with the carry off right guard, and he's going to gain a nice 4 yards to the 50-yard line. Coming off the bottom of the pile this time is number 25, Slater,
ball at midfield,
as well as number 57, Hunter Selesky.
Recently, the Mustangs have been the victims of the quick strike flurry of scores by an opponent, and this time it's the Mustangs going up.
Up the middle now is Poe, the fullback. That's number 33, John Palefko, and he'll gain, I believe, enough for the first down. Tackle on the play that time was McFadden. See where they mark it. The clock is running, though, with 9 seconds to go. 4th and 1. Clock did not stop, and Ringgold is not going to run another play. Wow. 4th and 1, and they're walking to the sideline.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of the first half.
So that'll be the end of the first half of play with the score Laurel Highlands 35, Ringgold 6. We'll be right back with halftime activities both on WMBS and the South Union Township Sports Network.
Time to enjoy the concession stand and the band.
Right after these messages.
We'll see you.
Centers for Rehab Services, CRS, a part of UPMC and the Center for Sports Medicine, is a proud sponsor of the South Union Township Sports Network and its coverage of area youth sports. Make Centers for Rehab Services your choice for all of your physical and occupational therapy needs. CRS, located at 160 Wayland Smith Drive, provides physical therapy, occupational therapy, work injury programs, and hand therapy. Valuing patient satisfaction is one of their highest priorities. Centers for Rehab Services offers a patient-centered environment where each patient has an individualized treatment plan developed for their specific needs. They are experts in helping you recover from injuries, increase strength, and build endurance. CRS professionals have become highly skilled through a strong commitment to continuing education and advanced certifications to ensure the most cutting-edge and cost-effective treatment for their patients. Jim Burns, a lifetime Uniontown area resident, is a licensed physical therapist and facility director of the Uniontown location, as well as a field faculty instructor for Duquesne University and for the University of Pittsburgh School of Physical Therapy. He invites you to stop by his state-of-the-art location and discuss your rehabilitation needs. Center for Rehab Services is participating with most insurance plans, including all Highmark products, UPMC Health Plan, and Medicare. Available 5 days a week and offering extended hours for patient convenience. Patients are seen within 24 to 48 hours, and walk-ins are always welcome. Patients may also be seen through direct access, which does not require a physician's prescription. CRS worked with physicians and other healthcare providers to help you find relief, live your life again, and get you back into the game. For more information, call CRS at 724-437-7500. Where you treat for physical therapy is always your choice, so ask for Centers for Rehab Services. It's your health, it's your choice.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
If you're injured in an accident, after you address the medical problems, you're going to be faced with numerous questions concerning who's going to pay your medical bills, your property damage, the wages that you might be losing if you can't go to work. These are things that you need counsel for.
That your income is protected, that your bills are paid, that your family's taken care of. We've been doing this since 1976. We've helped injured people. We can help you.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to Mustang Field, both on the radio side, WMBS, and the South Union Township Sports Network. Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank, being entertained by the Ringgold High School Marching Band. Here's your halftime statistics. Scoring recap. First on the board was Ringgold, as Jacob Duncan found Brandon Fine on an 18-yard pass after the Ringgold Rams took over in Mustang territory. The extra point was no good, and it was 6-0 at the 9:24 mark of the first. Mustangs struck back on an interception by Rodney Gallagher, 27-yard return on a 3rd down and long by Ringgold in their own territory. Rodney Gallagher, a dynamic return all the way across the field, diving in the corner of the end zone. Kick by Layton was good. It was 7-6. Mustangs scored the next 4 touchdowns to come up with a 35-6 halftime lead. After a fumble by Duncan at the 11, Thomas took it in from 4 yards out. Kick was good. Thomas again from 9 yards out on a 2-play drive, 42-yard drive by the Mustangs. Kick was good, 21-6 at 2:23 to go in the second. On a strange play after a kickoff by Ringgold, who let the ball die at the 1-yard line. The Mustangs fell on it, and a very short 1-yard drive by the Mustangs. Tyler Christopher took it in on the quarterback sneak. Kick was good again, making it 28-6. And ending the first half, it was Rodney Gallagher on a 14-yard run. Another quick drive by the Mustangs. Kick was good, making it 35-6 at halftime. Rick, how are those statistics looking for the Mustangs? They have to be pretty much in the Mustang favor.
Well, they are, but they're very unusual. The numbers are extremely low. We've had a number of turnovers, fumbles, interception, special teams miscues, and so a lot of that used up clock, but not a lot of yards. For the Ringgold Rams, 98 yards total in the first half, 18 in the air, and 80 on the ground. Duncan has 18 yards passing. He's 1 for 2 with a touchdown and an interception. Minnie has 64 yards, so 98 yards altogether for the Ringgold Rams. For the Mustangs, the yardage looks a little better. Unusual for Tyler Christopher, he has net 0 yards passing in the first half. He has 73 yards on the ground. Actually, the Mustangs have 158 total yards. Tyler Christopher with 73 yards, and Chenille Thomas with 43 yards and 2 touchdowns. And unusual that Rodney Gallagher has 2 touchdowns, 1 on offense and 1 on defense. You don't see that too often, particularly in the first half. So in the Mustangs' favor, but it is very unusual with all the turnovers.
And it is a situation where Ringgold did show the ability to move the ball early in the second quarter as they moved it deep into Mustang territory, coughed it up on a fumble. They've had an interception. They've had the ball lay on the 1-yard line, so they kind of have a little bit of themselves to blame for some of this, but the Mustangs will take it. It's 35-6 at halftime, and we'll be back with Davis & Davis bonus coverage in the second half. Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank, Jerry Dupay, Sports Network, and High School Sports Network.
Creditors call can help. We're a firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to get a fresh start. Call Zebulon White today. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahaloff, and White.
Kick off to begin the second half.
Welcome back to Mustang Field. Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank. We're ready for second half action with the Mustangs on top, 35-6, and to receive the second half kickoff. Deep for the Mustangs, we have Thomas, Slater, and Gallagher back there. Doing the kicking for Ringgold is number 86, Clayton Rosensteel. Here's a run up and the kick, a low liner. That's going to go deep into the end zone quickly for the touchback.
Nobody even went for it.
For a touchback.
Had to make sure that got into the end zone, Rick, after what we saw in the first half.
Laurel Highlands will now put the ball.
It was very unusual sequence of events in the first half.
Their own 20-yard line.
Gary, to demonstrate the superiority of the Mustang offense, they ran 42 plays to 26 for Ringgold.
Wow.
So they held the ball and they moved the chains.
Is right. Taking himself and be hit right at the line of scrimmage. Big tackle there by number 57, Jordan Mayer.
Brought down by Jordan Mayer.
Just a freshman. He took Christopher on that time and brought him down for no gain.
He's a big lad for a freshman. He is
6'4", 230.
He's 6'4", 230. He doesn't look like a freshman.
Second. The defense for Ringgold trying. Just
play. They touch.
Hard. Rick. That in.
Okay.
Makes it. On the other side of that this season.
Bottom side of that.
Several times this year, but a two-play, 80-yard drive capped off. We'll step aside here after the two-play drive. We'll be back on the South Union Township Sports Network.
Southwestern Endoscopy Center is a state-licensed and Medicare-certified facility and emphasizes privacy, comfort, caring, and safety for colonoscopies and upper GI endoscopies. Painless procedures are done with twilight sedation given by a board-certified anesthesiologist. The center accepts most insurance plans and is staffed by Doctors Ruthhart, Calabrese, Stokes, SWGI, specialists in digestive health.
Layton will tee it up for the Mustangs. These kickoffs have been exciting plays here this evening.
It's been a bunch of them.
So
to kick.
2 plays in, Mustangs score to make it 43-6. Layton with the run up.
Number 3, James
There's
Minnie.
the kick, and this one's going to be taken by Minnie at about the 9-yard line. He's going to bring it up the left side, runs into his own player, and goes down at about the 19.
It's a continuation of the confusion there on the
Jason Walsh.
Rams special teams.
Trying to provide a block there for Minnie, but Minnie just kind of ran up the back of his legs and went down at the 20-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Ringgold Rams. Ringgold comes up with the familiar I backfield dotted by number 3.
There's a flag.
James Minnie. Now we got a flag.
Flag on the play.
Maybe another illegal substitute. I didn't see it. They didn't call the snap.
There it is, illegal. They're going to start the clock because the clock should be running, and that was an illegal substitution by the Mustangs. So quick 5 for Ringgold. This is Minnie now looking for an opening. He has one out the right side. He'll get good yardage out to the 35-yard line. It's a 10-yard run by Minnie for the first down.
Tackled by Brumfield, but Gallagher on the left side made Minnie turn it back in. And
I think that's Gallagher kind of hobbling off with a cramp, it looks like.
Ball spotted on the.
He's going to come to the sideline. He has a cramp in his hamstring.
Down, 10 yards to go.
Minnie now again up the middle. Tries to sidestep Mustang tacklers, but will not do so.
Minnie on a carry.
In there for the Mustangs.
By a host of Mustangs.
Jacob Popson leading the way there for the Mustang for a very short gain.
Gain of 1 on the play. Second down 9.
Half a yard, give him 1. 2nd and 9.
Ringgold 36-yard
line. The Mustangs did a great job of filling those holes.
On that play, very stout on the inside. Clock continues to run now with 9:20 to go here in the third. This is the fullback now inside, but he is spun down there on a tackle by number 7. That's Thomas coming in from a outside linebacker position to make that tackle for another short gain. Give him 2.
Stop by Thomas.
Again, Gary,
left go on the carry.
If you're pretty sure that they're not going to the air and the quarterback doesn't run, pretty easy to stack the box there.
Well, they almost have to go to the air if they want to try to get back into this game, but I'm not sure if they're just going to work on some fundamentals or actually try to get back into the game. Quick strike ability by Ringgold, suspect. Here's Minnie now breaking it to the outside. There's a block in the back not called, and he'll struggle to get about 3 yards. There's another flag thrown in.
Flag on the
that
play.
One might be against the Mustangs for a
initial hit by Slater.
Could be a spearing call or a face mask. Let's see what we got. It could be a face mask. Dead ball. Personal foul.
Oh,
against Ringgold. Wow.
Are clapping.
I would decline that. It would be 4th down. I'm not sure why the clock is not running. It should continue to run. Clock should be running. 8:20 to go here in the third. Mustangs on top 43-6. Now Ringgold facing a 3rd down and 20 from their own 24-yard line. Mustangs scoring 2 plays into the second half to make the score 43-6. We have the alternative timing in effect now as Ringgold faces a 3rd down and 22 from their own 26-yard line.
Now there's a whistle. Discussion, we're not sure what's.
They're going to re-talk about this call, I think.
Dead ball foul brings up a 4th down.
Oh, that's what it was. It was a dead ball, so that's why the Mustangs did not decline it.
They didn't have to.
So it's 4th down.
17 yards to go. Ball spotted on the
4th and 19.
26.
The Ringgold Rams just can't get out of their own way, Gary.
So far here tonight, you're right, Rick. And on for the punt will be number 86, Clayton Rosensteel. Deep for the Mustangs, Slater and Cook, I believe. And there's a late arriving Mustang. That could be another penalty, but another punt that dribbles into Mustang territory and gets a nice Ringgold roll this time. So that'll be down to the 30-yard line.
44-yard punt.
Clock should not stop. Well, on the turn, you're right, it does stop. It does stop on the change of possession. My fault there. Now they'll start it. As soon as they set the ball down, the clock will start, and the Mustangs will take over on offense.
Looks like
there it goes.
Thomas is in the backfield.
Now it starts.
Laurel Highlands in possession, 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Christopher will take his time from the shotgun. Pass out here in the flat, trying to get a man in the open field. Let's see who that is. That's number 20 for the Mustangs, Riley Bosley. He'll pick up a couple yards, maybe 3. On the near side, goes out of bounds. But the clock continues to run.
And
Minnie on the push out.
By the way, Gary, Rodney Gallagher is standing on the sideline behind Coach Colasar. They haven't put him in the game this half since that injury.
Well, it was a cramp, so I'm not sure why they would want to put him in danger again.
Christopher on the carry.
It's Christopher on the carry, and it looks like
penalty flag on the play.
Penalty flag could be a face mask. Let's see what the call is. Christopher gained about 5 on the play, but let's see if they're going to call it back or it's a defensive. It is a face mask on Ringgold.
The penalty.
Thought I saw that, Rick, but wasn't quite sure.
You're good, man.
That's going to be a 15-yard penalty, or a 5-yard penalty, I'm sorry, but it does give the Mustangs a first down. Thomas to the right of Christopher as the Mustangs line up with 3 receivers wide to the left.
5-yard penalty moves the football to the Laurel Highlands 42-yard line.
I don't track the penalties, Gary, but they've had a bunch of miscues, a bunch of self-inflicted.
Christopher on the option pulls it out of the belly of Thomas and takes it by himself up the middle for a gain of 5.
Initial contact by Palefko.
Palefko on the tackle
by Nicolo.
And Nicolo in there for Ringgold to make the tackle. 2nd and 5.
83 yards. 83 yards for Christopher today. And again, the unusual stat for the Mustangs is 0 yards passing in the first half, 0 net.
And they do have a 5-yard pickup here in the second half. That's about the only other pass they had. Now pass the handoff inside. I think that was Bosley this time.
Bosley seeing a little action.
Bosley. Ball carrier.
Cuts it up inside, gets about 4.5, and brings up a 3rd and short at the Ringgold 49-yard line. Christopher now looks at
down and 1.
He'll take it himself on the quarterback sneak and push ahead with
on the carry.
Christopher, big boy at 225 pounds. Going to be hard to stop him on any kind of a quarterback sneak. Getting up there slowly for the Mustangs. Number 50, that's Stepich, but he's going to hang tough. Ringgold making some changes, but they're going to have too many men on the field.
Quick snap.
Free snap penalty. That's going to be too many men on the field for Ringgold.
But when
they called timeout.
Ringgold.
To avoid the penalty, they called a timeout.
There was a 60 and a 70 on the trying to get off the field, and they just snapped the ball too quickly.
So with a timeout, we'll take a timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network. 3:49 to go in the third. It's Laurel Highlands 43, Ringgold 6.
Turn to the experts. Fayette Furnace Company Incorporated, serving the Tri-County area since 1920. The area's oldest and most reliable heating and cooling contractor, specializing in Carrier equipment. Employee owned and operated, choosing Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier not only gives you over 200 years of experience, but gives you the experts to help you solve your home's comfort needs. Call Fayette Furnace Company and Carrier to solve your home comfort needs today. Call 724-438-5400 or look up Fayette Furnace Company on the web at FayetteFurnaceCompany.com. Turn to the experts, almost 100 years of serving the Tri-County area. For more information, call Mike at 724-438-5400 That's 724-438-5400 for Fayette Furnace Company.
Back after the timeout by the Ringgold Rams. Mustangs facing a 1st and 10 inside Ringgold territory at the 46-yard line.
1st and 10, Laurel
Christopher
Highlands.
with the inside handoff. This is number 5, and that is Jacob Popson getting an opportunity.
Popson on the carry.
On the carry inside, gains 3. Little unusual play there, Rick, as Popson kind of shuffles to his right and then gets the inside handoff right off guard. Minimal gain of about 2.5.
2 on the play, 2nd down 8. Ball spotted at the Ringgold.
At this point, though, the Mustangs
line.
are just looking to possess the ball and keep that clock running. Slater in motion. Fakes the jet sweep to the left. Christopher changes the play. Now switches Thomas to the right side. And they're going to hand it to Thomas with the sweep to the left. Has blockers in front, but a good pursuit
Thomas
tackle that time by number 44 for the Ringgold Rams. That's Kevin Willis.
And Willis.
3rd and 6 for the Mustangs.
And 2 on the play, 3rd down and 6. Ball spotted on the Laurel Highlands 42. Or actually the Ringgold 42.
And now Christopher's going to fake, and he's going to be caught in the backfield for a huge loss. In there originally, number 44.
Christopher,
and that's Willis also assisting on that tackle. Jacob Freilich, number 67 for Ringgold. Along with number 78, Dante Campagni.
You know, the Mustangs tonight are suffering the same thing that the Rams are. They're becoming predictable. They're not. They've passed 5 times in the whole game so far, basically 3 quarters. And
on the near side.
It wasn't hard for the Rams to smother that play.
At this point,
far side to receive
the Mustang punt team probably should just let this play clock run all the way down. There's no need to snap it with 15 seconds to go. He does get it away, though. And that's going to be bouncing at the 20, down to the 10, inside the 5.
Wow.
Mustangs will down it at about the 6-yard line, and that's Thomas sprinting down there for the Mustangs to make that play and push Ringgold all the way back to the 6-yard line, where they will take over 1st and 10 with 1:44 to go here in the 3rd.
Well, Minnie really didn't have a chance at that ball. It bounced to his left, and he didn't have a chance to pick it up. So there really was nothing he could do about that.
You're correct. Good placement of the punt by Layton. So Mustangs defense now coming out.
Slavic coming in at the last second.
Duncan up under center. Moving people around, coming to the other side there, Dante Kynes. On the pitch is Minnie. Gets it around the right side, and he'll have good yardage out to the 18-yard line. Gain of 12 on the play.
Well, we're down on the sideline. Rodney Gallagher is Rich Colasar's hip, begging him to play, but I can tell you one person that doesn't want him to go back in.
Let me guess.
Coach Auger.
That's right.
This thing's pretty much buttoned up, so no need to take a chance.
Got some young underclassmen in there now on defense. Minnie again up the middle, and he's going to break it to the right side and again have a nice gain on 1st down, close to another 1st down. He's going to have approximately 9 yards on that carry.
Stopped by McFadden and Thomas.
It's going to be 2nd down and about 1.
Ball spotted at the 28-yard line of Ringgold. 2nd down and 2.
The next carry will probably put Minnie over the century mark. He's got 96 now.
This probably is the last play of the 3rd quarter. Almost threw it over Minnie's head that time. And it's going to be caught at about the 30-yard line, but that will be a 1st down as the clock continues to run. And that'll be the first down, but the last play of the third quarter has occurred. We'll switch sides and come back with fourth quarter action. It's Laurel Highlands 43, Ringgold 6, here on the South Union Township Sports Network.
At what point did everything change? When did service get taken out of service industries? It's too bad, because people are busy these days. At life, at work, at play. When it comes to your hard-earned money, you want service. Real service. From a person you know and a face you trust. At a bank where changing with the times doesn't mean leaving people behind. We're proud to be a part of your community. We're United Bank. At your service.
Here we go, fourth quarter action. Ringgold with a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. Some underclassmen getting some opportunity here for the Mustang on defense, as Minnie will get the carry again, and he's
on the carry.
Covered there at about the 34-yard line. Huey coming off the bottom of the POW.
Gain of 3 on the play.
Also there, Thomas.
2nd down and 8.
76 in there for the Mustangs. That's Gary Gardner.
33-yard line.
That puts
second. I'm sorry, Rick.
That puts Minnie at 102 yards now on 23 carries.
Second and 6. Oh, caught in the backfield this time. Minnie had nowhere to go. Number 65 along with number 61 for the Mustangs. James Price and Aaron Huey. Big game on defense for Aaron Huey tonight, Rick.
There was no chance for that one.
3rd down and 10. Ball spotted on the Ringgold 30-yard line.
3rd and 10.
Duncan's only run the ball twice tonight, and he's only passed 3 times. He hasn't passed since that interception.
Pitch out to the right now. Minnie trying to get the edge. Cuts it back up in. Does gain some nice yardage, but he is still on his feet and not brought down. Finally out of bounds, but not till he gets all the way out to the 50-yard line. Wow, the 49-yard line. Good stick-to-itiveness there by Minnie. Mustang did not get him on the ground, and now we got a fight. There's going to be some ejections here now. No need for this if you're the Laurel Highlands Mustangs. That's just really uncalled for. Let's see what happened. Looks like Thomas is going to be ejected. Let's see what we got. He takes his helmet off, so looks like he's going to be done.
I don't think Minnie liked the way he was run out of bounds there. But then I didn't see the extra
curricular activity.
The extra whatever they did down there.
But the officials will talk it over, and I'm sure there's going to be an ejection.
Laurel Highlands is signaling. Some of the players are signaling that it's against Ringgold.
Let's see what the call is.
Of course, I would.
Colasar, unsportsmanlike conduct against Laurel Highlands. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Ringgold. Let's see if Thomas is on the sideline with his helmet off, so I'd imagine
2 fouls on the play.
He's not going to be coming back in, but I don't think there was an ejection. Which,
against Ringgold.
If there's an ejection, that's really important, Rick, because he would not be able to play next week.
Timeout, Laurel Highlands.
That is not using your head if that's the case.
I didn't see any signal that there was an ejection, so hopefully that's the case.
I don't know. I'm sorry.
The Mustangs take a timeout to try to settle things down, so we're going to step aside here quickly. 10:24 to go here in the fourth. 43-6 Mustangs on top.
2.
We're back after both teams
action from earlier today.
use a little cooling off period there, Rick. And Coach Colasar calling a smart timeout there to bring his team back to reality.
Tampa Bay 2.
First and 10, pitch out to Minnie. He's going to try to gain the left side again. Flag, and Minnie down the left side. He's knocked out of bounds after about a 12-yard gain. Here's a hold all the way on the other side of the field,
the Cardinals 0,
which was totally uncalled for.
No. And since that's a spot foul, the referee is standing at the 48-yard line.
I think he threw it pretty much right at the line of scrimmage, so that's going to push him back 10, make it 1st and 20. And I think that was on number 81, Jacob Pahalwick, and he was on the other side of the field from the play. That's going to push it back 10. And the clock will start again with 9:35 to go here, clock running. 1st and 21.
10-yard penalty for the spot of the foul. 1st down 20 for the Ringgold 40-yard line.
Minnie is just going to keep putting the ball in his hands and see what he can do.
Minnie stopped by
gains about 3 that time.
Mustangs.
Number 61 for the Mustangs, that's James Price. Number 5 is Jacob Popson.
Price led that charge.
Some new personnel now on the field for the Mustangs. Like Hunter Sayeski checking in. A couple other new numbers on the front line. 2nd and 17.
2nd down 17.
And Minnie again. He's just going to keep getting the ball. He's going to try to get around a bunch of Mustangs, and he just keeps his legs churning. Another flag comes in. Wow, what's this one?
Minnie on the carry.
This is going to be against the Mustangs, I think.
Flag on the play.
You know,
be a face mask.
Churning those legs works when you're arm tackling.
That's exactly right. They got to get him on the ground. Dead ball foul, personal foul against the Mustangs.
Dead ball, personal
That's going to add 15 on and push it deep down into Mustang territory, probably close to the 30-yard line.
15-yard penalty moves the ball down to the Laurel Highlands 32-yard line.
Mark it at the 32. Need to get that clock turning again. There we go. Start that clock. 8:32 to go. I formation again. Who's going to get it, Rick? Who do you think is going to get it? Oh, he's going to pass. And he can't find a receiver. Now he's going to tuck it and run. Down the right side, Duncan with good.
He fought hard for that
gain.
first down.
Yeah, he did, all the way down to the 18-yard line. That's going to be a first down.
14-yard run there.
Stopped by Carney.
Carney on a tackle, but he
had a
wanted
guy
to go deep, but his receiver kind of tripped on about the 10-yard line.
Well, there was a receiver deep in the at the goal line on the left side, but he didn't see him. He was running.
Or 18-yard line.
7:47 to go now here in the fourth quarter. Here's Minnie again, trying to break it out, and he's going to outrun the Mustang defense along the left side, cuts it inside, gets close to the touchdown inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. So Minnie with another nice run. He's going to be tired after this game. How many carries is that for him, Rick?
27 carries, 146 yards.
Wow.
Ball spotted on the Laurel Highlands 2-yard line. 1st and goal for Ringgold.
7:08 to go here in the fourth quarter. Ringgold threatening now at the 2-yard line. Might as well give it to Minnie, let him take it in. They do, and he is in for the Ringgold touchdown.
For Ringgold.
So with 6:55 to go here in the fourth quarter, James Minnie takes it in from 2 yards out, and he pretty much did it all on that drive.
He's done it pretty much all night.
Makes it 43-12, and on for the extra point will be Rosensteel. Try to add to a 12-point total for the Ringgold Rams. Doing the holding is number 19. That's Jason Walsh. First one was a high snap. Let's see if they can complete this one. Good snap, good hold, kick is up, and it is good. So with 6:55 to go here in the fourth quarter, it's Laurel Highlands 43, Ringgold 13.
6:55 to go.
We'll be back with the kickoff. These messages on the South Union Township Sports Network.
The key to success in life is teamwork. On and off the field, in the workplace, in the home, in our schools. Teamwork gets it done. The world of competitive sports offers many good things, the most important of which is teamwork. Individual talent may win a few games, but teamwork wins championships. Go team! Go Laurel Highlands Mustangs! This positive message has been brought to you and paid for by Jason Scott.
Coming out for the kickoff, the Ringgold Rams, you got to think they're going to be going for a onside kick here, Rick. They're going to line up a bunch of people behind Rosensteel. He's going to move the ball over to the hash mark. Mustangs need to get some hands up there in the front line. They got all their linemen with large numbers up there.
Well, there's Burchek. There is
Molyneux.
Jeremiah Kelly up front with good hands.
Now they do spread out, so let's see if they in fact do some kind of an onside kick.
The kicker is waiting for a signal he still doesn't know.
So here's a run up. Here it is. Mustangs do fall on it at the 50-yard line. Good job there by number 57 for the Mustangs, Caleb Glebus, a sophomore.
Glebus on the return, no gain.
I'm sorry, Hunter Sieski. I was looking at 67 instead of 57. Hunter Sieski, the senior, falls on that one. Mustangs will have the ball at midfield now with the running clock. Looks like coming in. Christopher's still in there.
He's still in the quarterback. Looks like Bosley and Jacob Popson.
Yep. It's going to be Bosley, and he's have nowhere to go. He's going to be dropped for a loss. Number 57 for Ringgold, Jordan Mayer with the tackle.
Bosley on the carry.
He'll lose a yard.
Stop by Mayer.
As the clock ticks under 6 minutes to go. Christopher still looking for a call. And Colasar will call Christopher over to the sideline. Still 24 seconds to go on the play clock. Might as well let that thing run all the way down to 1 second before you snap the ball, Rick.
Yeah, some substitutions here. Slavic's out, put some underclassmen in, or some seniors that aren't getting much playing time.
Christopher might just take this one right up the middle himself.
He's running the clock down.
No handoff inside. This is Popson. He's going to carry tacklers for a nice gain inside the 45 to the 44-yard line. So give him 7 yards on that carry.
Gain of 7 on the play.
Next week we will be at Thomas Jefferson, Gary.
3rd down and 5.
That's going to be a tough game on the road for the Mustangs, but they'll have some momentum after this game. It's never easy to go down to Thomas Jefferson. They're leading the conference without a loss so far here in the season.
Besides, they don't have Halushki down there. They haven't had Halushki there in my whole radio career, broadcasting career, so that'll be kind of a dark spot too.
You're right about that.
How can you not have Halushki?
It's a mandatory requirement, isn't it?
In the Mon Valley, it
Looked
is.
like Ringgold was offside, no call, and it's going to be a huge loss now. Pitch back to
Bosley,
and he's going to lose about 10 yards on that.
Bosley tackled in the backfield.
4:14 to go now on a running clock. That's going to bring up 4th down, and Layton's going to have to come out and punt again for the Mustangs. Give the Ringgold Rams another opportunity.
At their own 48-yard line.
You know, Gary, you made a comment earlier. During that skirmish, and we went to timeout, Rich Colasar called his team together, huddled up, and told them how they were going to act and to pull together as a team. And he was very adamant about it, very passionate about it, and that was a really smart thing to do. There's a flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the play.
Too many men on the field for somebody. I'm not sure who. Laurel Highlands, so
looks like Burchek wasn't sure if he was supposed to be on or not.
5-yard penalty.
But now Jeremiah Kelly comes off, the sophomore. There's some confusion about.
Well, they're putting in a lot of second-team players, and this will be the second-team punt team, I would think. There are a lot of guys getting an opportunity to get some action as underclassmen.
Making the kick.
Well, and Kelly got some support from the coaches, so it's a learning
might go
experience.
For the block here. Nice spiral this time. Then it's on the turf, and the Mustangs might have it. I think they do.
They do. The referee, the linesman over there.
Let's see what the call is. I think he's going to say it's out of bounds. So it will stay with Ringgold.
At the Ringgold 20-yard line.
That's at the 20-yard line.
Putting in play 1st and 10.
1st and 10 for Ringgold. So Ringgold did touch the ball, but it did go out of bounds. So no chance for the Mustangs to create another turnover on the kicking game. Across the way, Billy Beener right on top of that play as the official. Handoff now inside. Is this Minnie again? Let's see if he comes up off the bottom of the pile.
I see a lot of new numbers here.
It is Minnie.
Minnie on the carry.
Now we got another flag.
play.
Too many men on the field for the Mustangs again,
2,
I believe.
4, 6, 8, 10, 12.
And they still didn't stop him. He gained 7 yards.
And the judge didn't pick up on that before the play. He threw the flag after the play was over.
He's going to pick up the flag now. Wait, let's see what the call is. Again.
The penalty is against Laurel Highlands. Too many men on the ice.
That's going to push it ahead a bunch of yards all the way out to the 42-yard line. So now we'll start the clock. 2:50 to go in regulation. Minnie again trying to bounce it out, get behind his blockers, but Mustangs pursue this time, try to pull the ball out. See who that was over there. Bosley was there. McFadden was there. Also 67, Caleb Glebus.
Most of the Laurel Highlands defense.
No gain on the play. Ball's at the 42-yard line.
2nd down and 10. Ball spotted at the Ringgold 42.
Minnie again. Now on the right side with Duncan in front of him, but whoa, good form tackle that time.
That's the way they should be tackling.
Lifted him up and took him to the ground. Great tackle there by Daniel Carney. Wow.
Tackle
That's the best pure tackle I've seen from the Mustangs this year.
He's a sophomore. Nice tackle. Minute 52 to go. Duncan again up under center. They're just going to keep giving it to Carney. He's going to be caught in the backfield again, this time by the right side of the defense for the Mustang. Coming in there quickly, number 26. That's Parker Georgiana, the junior. He just sliced his way through the defense, and it's now 4th down and 5.
47-yard line.
Minnie, 160 yards so far. He's going to get a couple more probably. 4th down.
There's Minnie trying to get that 1st down. He's going to break it outside, and we got a penalty. I'm sure that's going to be on Ringgold. hold behind the line of scrimmage. Officials saw that one.
I think the penalty will be on Jordan Mayer, number 57.
Illegal blocking the back, the preliminary signal against Ringgold.
That's going to push it back. The only thing that did was stop the clock, though, Rick. He did have the first down, but that's going to push it back another 10 yards, and it's going to be 4th and about 14 as I see it. Although the penalty's from the point of the foul, so that's going to push it back even further. So it'll be 4th and about, let's call it 22. Minute 6 to go. We're going to start the clock now.
Back to the Ringgold 29-yard line.
Handoff inside. This is Palesko, and he's got room around the left side. He's going to have a first down on a 4th and 22, Rick. Out of bounds in Mustang territory at the 40-yard line.
Palesko on the carry.
So Palesko with a nice run as time runs down with 43 seconds to go. Why is the clock stopped?
Penalty flag on the play.
Another penalty flag, that's why. Now what's the call? And Mustangs are heading backwards, so it's a personal foul against Laurel Highlands.
Laurel Highlands.
So that'll take it from the 45 all the way down to the 30.
Moves the football down.
The second half has really been penalty-ridden.
It's sloppy. 42 seconds to go. Let's start the clock. Palesko inside handoff. He's trying to get around the right side, and he is going to be tackled at about the 26-yard line. So that's going to be at about the 22-yard line. 26 seconds to go. They'll probably get one more play off. Now we have a timeout called. So Ringgold will take a timeout. Try to get a couple more plays in with 24 seconds to go. We'll take our final timeout here on the South Union Township Sports Network. We'll come back with the score. Laurel Highlands 43, Ringgold 13.
October the 25th to close out the season when they host the Trinity Hiller.
Creditors calling you day and night? Your debt overwhelms you? Although you may feel that you're in a hopeless situation, Zebley, Mahalev & White can help. We're a full-service local bankruptcy firm that knows what a difficult time this is and what to do to help you get a fresh start. Call Zebley, Mahalev & White today for a free consultation. Your hometown bankruptcy firm. Call us today.
Don't borrow more money until you talk to Zebley, Mahalev & White.
We're back with West Green and a second down and 1. Ball's at the 22-yard line. Mustangs are offside. That'll give it
flag on the play.
Easy first down for Ringgold. That'll push it ahead 5 yards.
The encroachment is the call against Laurel Highlands. 5-yard penalty. Ball now spotted on the Laurel Highlands 21-yard line.
Good hard count there by Duncan. Now, this is Palesko trying to get around the left side, and he'll drag tacklers inside the 10 to about the 5-yard line. 15 seconds to go, 13 seconds to go. 7 seconds. This should be the last play, and this is Palesko trying to get in the end zone. He's going to be denied at about the 1-yard line, and that's going to end the ball game with the Mustangs on top. 43-13, Mustangs get their first victory of the season against the Ringgold Rams. Good performance by the Mustangs. We'll be back after these messages on the South Union Township Sports Network to wrap things up here from Mustang Field.
Ladies and gentlemen, our final score this evening, Laurel Highlands 42, Ringgold 13.
Davis and Davis, helping the injured.
In any endeavor, experience is probably the most important factor, but it's got to be the right kind of experience. Experience in the community where the case is tried, where the jurors live, where the judges work. We've been doing this since 1976 at Davis & Davis. That's a long time.
Davis and Davis, attorneys at law.
Welcome back to Mustang Field with our post-game wrap-up, both on WMBS, Trib Live High School Sports Network, and the South Union Township Sports Network. Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank and Jerry DuPay on the camera for the South Union Township Sports Network. And Rick, good night for the Mustangs, pulling off the 43-13 victory, their first victory of the season, and pretty much handled the Ringgold Rams throughout the game. It was 35-6 at halftime, and the Mustangs scored on the second play of the second half, making it 43-6. And from that point, the clock was running. Ringgold did push a touchdown across with 6:55 to go in the fourth quarter. James Minnie on a 2-yard run. Kick was good, making it our final 43-13. Rodney Gallagher had that touchdown run for 80 yards on the second play of the second half, pushing the Mustangs over the 35-point mercy rule and allowing that clock to run. But James Minnie for Ringgold pretty much carried the load for them, and the statistics piled up for him, but in a losing effort.
Yeah, it was, one of the big things was that the Mustangs controlled the line, and they also won the turnover battle. And but James Minnie he's very shifty, and he has a lot of experience. He's a senior, and Ringgold really needs him. I don't know. But let's take a look at the stats here. For the Ringgold Rams, they had Duncan had 18 yards in the air, and they had 240 yards on the ground. So altogether they had 258 yards. And this was lopsided as far as yardage goes, but not score. For the Mustangs, they had 225 yards net, all total on the ground. The big runner for the Mustangs was Gallagher. He had 94 yards, 2 touchdowns, one on offense and one on defense. And Tyler Christopher had 81 yards. So they lost the yardage battle, but they won the score big. They capitalized on turnovers and mental errors by Ringgold, and they didn't make many of their own. A good win for Rich Colasar's first win.
That's exactly right, and the Mustangs will try to maintain this momentum, but they'll have a tough road to hoe as they head down Route 51 to Thomas Jefferson to play the first place Thomas Jefferson Jaguars, who are the number 1 ranked team in the WPIAL in this division, and they will have to try to shore things up against the run. I'm sure Thomas Jefferson will have the scouting report, and they are a power team to begin with, and that's absolutely what they're going to rely on against the Mustangs as they try to continue their unbeaten ways within the conference. So that's going to do it here from Mustang Field. The Mustangs get their first victory of the season, 43-13 over the Ringgold Rams. And we'll send it back to WMBS for continuing post-game activities. Tonight's game was brought to you as a joint cooperative venture featuring Township Supervisors Bob Schiffbauer, Rick Vernon, and Jason Scott, Atlantic Broadband Cable, Armstrong Cable, and everyone at CUTV with Gary Smith and his staff. This has been Gary Frankhauser along with Rick Frank and Jerry DuPay. Another South Union Township Sports Network presentation. Laurel Highlands with the victory, 43-13 over Ringgold. Good night, everyone.
Bye.